We're going to be talking today about using Amazon Q and QuickSight for labor analysis. I'm Ruben Lawrence, and I'm a senior analytics consultant with Ironside, and I have 18 years of experience in the analytics industry.
I'm Jackson Dowden, and I'm a partner solutions architect at AWS, and I specialize in data analytics and Amazon QuickSight.
Since labor is typically the biggest cost impacting a retail store's financial performance, using a combination of QuickSight dashboards and the ad hoc analysis enabled by Amazon Q will empower you to make wise business decisions that increase your profitability while balancing other important labor variables such as employee productivity and satisfaction. Moving on to the Amazon QuickSight dashboard, we're going to scroll down to the Labor Insights section where we have a collection of visuals for analyzing our labor insights. This first visual contains information about employee and manager tenure at each of our individual stores, and daily sales has been included so that we can understand the correlation between these metrics. When we move down to the next visual, we can see this one is focused on average daily wages versus daily sales for each of the states where our stores are located. So the height of the bar for each state represents the average daily wages, whereas the yellow line represents the daily sales as a logarithmic value, making it easier to compare these measures together.
So for this analysis, let's assume we want to explore a specific state. And in this case, we know that California has the highest number of store locations. So we want to see more specific details for the relationship between sales and labor metrics in that state.
In order to focus on a single state, we can click on an individual bar, like the one for California, and the other visuals on the page will update to filter the data to just California. The visual below now shows the same relationship of wages and sales, but for individual stores within California.
So looking at this chart, we can see the range of our stores from highest to lowest wages and how that's affecting the sales at that location. And this can guide our analysis, as now we may want to investigate additional key metrics for specific stores identified from this visual, like looking closer at store 15 with the highest wages, or store 2, which has the highest sales, or store 59, which has both the lowest wages and lowest sales.
In order to look at these additional key metrics, which aren't already included in existing dashboard visuals, we can directly ask Q in natural language. So let's ask the question, what are the key metrics for store 15 and store 59 in 2023? Q has responded to our question with a series of visuals, KPIs, and tabular data to try and provide more context. The term key metrics has actually been defined by our business leadership. The back end has been set up to provide the specific fields you see in the table when using the phrase key metrics. In addition to the tabular details, it has created a couple of visuals using the employee headcount metric.
So we can look closer at the results in both the visuals and table to get a better understanding of how key labor metrics differ between the stores that we asked about. The visual on the left highlights the large difference in employee headcount, and the table shows large differences in employee and manager tenure as well. Remember that we chose to compare these stores because they were on opposite ends of the spectrum for wages and sales. And this gives us more insight into why. So to address this disparity and try to improve sales performance for store 59, we may want to target increasing employee retention at that location, potentially reevaluating our incentive model, adjusting manager training, or taking some other action to decrease employee turnover at the underperforming stores. This labor analysis was enabled by both the Amazon QuickSight dashboard, which had rich interactivity built out, as well as Q's Q&A feature for additional questions. Most importantly, this generative BI-powered Q&A meant that we could generate our own visuals in natural language to explore our data without needing to go back to a development team to update the dashboard to reflect the information we needed. Instead, we were able to accelerate the time to insights, empowering us to act on our data and insights now.